Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about G-Wolves as a company. And first of all, I want to talk about the mouse that they're going to be releasing in probably a few days, maybe a few weeks, which is the HSK 4K, I think. And yeah, it looks good. However, there are some issues that I have. First of all, it's $160 for a G-Wolves mouse, and G-Wolves hasn't had the best reputation with build quality. However, I have heard that they fixed the build quality on this mouse, which is very good because, again, you're spending $160. They're spending a lot of money for no returns. You can't return the mouse at all, which is really, really stupid, and the reason why I'm probably never going to be getting this mouse. Because you guys already know how much I love to return mice, because I just return mice so often, and yeah, I'm definitely not getting this mouse now. I know you can exchange the mouse, however, if you don't have a defect and you just don't like the mouse in general, just don't like the shape, you can't do anything. You can't really return the mouse, like, you can't exchange it for a different mouse because it's just the same mouse that you won't like. So, this is really stupid, and for $160, that's way too much, for, like, no refunds, no return or not no refunds, no returns, which is really dumb in my opinion. Another thing is just the issues that have arrived on, like, the first few days, or not arrived, the few issues that have been on the mouse. First of all, the sensor has just had some problems on the first few days, just before it was like really, the firmware was really ironed out, and they got it fixed, luckily. Well, not luckily, which is good. I commend G-Wolves for actually improving their firmware and making it better. However, on the first few days that it was released or given to reviewers, it was not great in terms of the sensor, because it was just like accelerating a lot, and it just didn't feel that good, uh, which is what reviewers said. However, it did get fixed, as I said, so again, I commend G-Wolves for actually improving the firmware. However, it's also not as good performance-wise as the, like, Razer mice, the new ones, like the 4K ones, like the Death Adder version 2, or the version 3, Death Adder version 3 Pro, or the Viper version 2 Pro. They're not going to be as good performance-wise as those, but still pretty good performers, which is good to see. However, there's also another, like, sort of build quality issue on the bottom of the mouse from some people that just had, like, bottom shelf flex, where it, like, flexed a lot, but it's not something you really notice because, again, it's on the bottom of the mouse, but it still flexes a lot from what I've heard from some people, which is just a slight concern. Again, it's on the bottom, you won't feel it, but still. But another thing that's just really tedious to me is that you have to get, like, this sort of toothpick tool out of the box packaging to turn on the mouse. You have to get a tool to turn on the mouse. Why? Why is the on and off switch below the shell of the mouse? That makes no sense. Like, that's just tedious. Like, that's not fun. Getting a tool every time you want to turn it on and off the mouse is just really tedious. And I know it's a small thing, but small things, if you have enough of, like, small issues, they can lead up to something big and just be the reason why you don't like a mouse. Because that's just really tedious, and just, I would hate doing that. If I just want to turn off the mouse to just bring it somewhere, that's really annoying. Um, and yeah, again, that $160 price point is a little bit too much when the Viper version 2 Pro has already gone on sale and is about $125 now on Amazon, which is a very, very good price for what you're getting. You're getting a super built, very, very well built mouse, from what I've heard, because Razer has drastically improved their build quality, from what I've heard, and also just the best performance you can get right now. Sure, other mouse companies will catch up sooner or later, but still, the best performing mouse you can get on the market is period. And good performing switches. They don't feel like terrible. They feel okay, from what I've heard, because, again, this is all just me going off of reviews, but I also do have a version 2 normal Death Adder, not a Pro, and I didn't like the click feel on that. However, they have had, like, the version 3 opticals instead of version 2 that are on my Death Adder version 2 Pro, or version 2 wired, so I'm pretty sure they probably, improved the click feel, especially since a lot of reviewers have said that it improved the click feel. So yeah, you're just getting a really, really well-built mouse with decent switches and just super good performance for $125. Meanwhile, the G-Wolves has less performance, and also the switches I've heard just feel okay. They feel weird, but they just feel okay for $160 with no returns, and you have to get it off the website or from a separate website. Maybe eventually they'll sell it on like a third-party website. That just seems really stupid. I don't see the point in really getting this. Like, I know 4K, but when Razer mice already exists that are super good in terms of performance, even without the 4K polling rate, there's no point into really getting this a whole lot. I know it can, like, the shape, it's like basically a Viper Mini. From what I've heard, it's pretty similar to Viper Mini. So if you want like a wireless Viper Mini that's similar, then you can maybe get it. But even then, it's $160. I would wait for the Viper Mini to come out, like the wireless one, because I'm pretty sure there's already leaks, like already out there floating around the internet of the Viper version 2 Mini, or the Viper Mini being worked on to have like a wireless, mouse. So yeah, that's basically it. Just don't really get this G-Wolves mouse. At least I recommend it. You can if you want, but you're making the risk of not being able to return it. You can only exchange the mouse if it has like a defect. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. So yeah, that's basically it, and see you guys later. Bye.